Hi everyone, Adam here from Future Set Mortgage Broking. Hope you're doing well. It's Friday, bringing you mortgage tips where each week we try to debunk some of the myths and explain some of the jargon when it comes to property finance and mortgages. And I'm in the car, it's raining outside today, I got myself a coffee, but I'm prepared to dive into a little topic here today. So the topic of choice today is just, it's more around just, I've had a couple of people ask me this week actually, should I use a buyer's agent when looking for property? And my sort of response to that is definitely yes. I think look, it comes down to personal choice. There's obviously generally a cost there to using a buyer's agent. But the way I sort of explain to my clients is when you go to sell your house, you'll engage a real estate agent to sell the house for you. There's a fee associated with that. You wouldn't necessarily go and sort of sell the house yourself, create your own signage, do all your own marketing. It'd be obviously too much sort of time, effort, and you want professionals in there to come and do this, who do it on a day-to-day basis to get you the best sort of deal. And I think the same can be said for when you actually buy a property. Now, some people do love going around looking at houses and trying to find that sort of that golden nugget, especially when it's an unoccupied property. But the reality is it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. When you're looking for unoccupied properties as well, especially, you can tend to sort of go in there sometimes with a bit of sort of rose-tinted glasses on. You don't necessarily see some of the faults, and that's where a real buyer's agent sort of steps in. They sort of, from the minute you engage them on your journey, say you get your pre-approval put in place, you're ready to look at buying houses, you engage a buyer's agent. So from day one, they're essentially looking through their database, talking to real estate agents, to try and find that sort of suitable property for you, which they can then present. They will then do a sort of a walkthrough of the property, generally sort of normally take pictures and videos to show you what they've seen, and then if it sort of ticks all their sort of boxes that are your boxes to be ticked, they then sort of say, look, let's arrange an inspection, let's go and have a look. And what they're doing, again, on the outside of that, is they're also checking for doing their due diligence around the property. Is there any sort of issues with the property, structural sort of issues, just looking at the building and pest reports, just to make sure there's no problems for you as the buyer, because obviously a buyer's agent wants you to get the property and have as minimal sort of fuss and issues with the property once you've sort of moved in. So there's a huge value there. In addition, if you are going to, say, auction, you can have your buyer's agent negotiate at the auction for you, or do the bidding for you, which again is a very sort of nerve-wracking sort of event to be involved in if you haven't done it before. So again, they can assist you there, and they'll also negotiate the price with the vendors as well. So again, if you're not great at negotiating and you want someone to sort of support you there, again, that's what a buyer's agent would do for you. And plus, these sort of little, I guess, advantages they have as well is they have relationships with lots of real estate agents as well. So they can talk to agents about what's coming onto the market, what's off market, can they get a prior viewing, and they might find something for you that you wouldn't necessarily see. In addition, when you go and look at property, you're essentially, if you're doing it yourself, you're essentially competing with people who are obviously looking for property themselves, but also buyers agents who can speak to agents, who can negotiate really quickly, can turn things around. So in my opinion, when I do, as a mortgage broker, when I do my best interest duty consultation call with my clients, one of the questions on that is, do you have a buyer's agent? And that's when I sort of talk about, do they want to use a buyer's agent? And again, if you don't want to, it's personal choice. I just sort of present it as an option. And if my clients do want to use a buyer's agent, or at least speak to a buyer's agent just about what they can do, what the fees are, how they're going to support them, then I can refer them onto one of my buyer's agents on my sort of panel of experts. So look, I hope that sort of helps. It just adds a bit of bad value, hopefully. And if you are thinking about buying a house, thinking about a buyer's agent, or what does it mean, again, it's all obligation free if you talk to a buyer's agent. Just have an initial conversation, and a good mortgage broker should be able to talk to you about that and advise someone who or refer you on to a good buyer's agent as well. So if you want to talk to me about purchasing, refinancing, debt consolidation, looking at your borrowing capacity, or you want to talk to me about buyer's agents and how they can assist further, more than happy to have a chat with you. So please do use the link or button below, book a time for a quick chat myself, and we can go from there. But for now though, enjoy this Friday and have a great weekend. See you soon.